Thank you, Ishak. I'm usually the one who knows what's going on, and I'll be honest, I was shocked, speechless, and above all honored when I was asked to serve as your class speaker for the class of 2020. Today I want this to be a love letter, a final farewell, and a heartfelt thank you all in one. Since that day on January 31st, I've thought of two questions. One, what words can I say in just a few minutes might possibly be enough to thank each of you for all that you've done? And two, how do I say goodbye? It is my honor to be here today, although I have to say I wish the circumstances were different. I wish you were here with me. I wish we were here together. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Class of 2020, life is full of stories. Wonderful, challenging, intense, heartbreaking, inspiring stories. I'm an English teacher, so you know I'm all about stories. Today is the final chapter of our story. On your first day of freshman year, Stephanie Holmes will tell you that I told my first hour class, today's your first day at Fitzgerald High School, and mine as well. One day you'll think back on this day when you walk across the stage in 4 years and remember all the good times you had starting in this very room, here and now. To review MLA formatting, I would say that is parentheses, Holmes, parentheses, period. I don't remember saying that as much as I don't remember where I put something on my desk. I trust Stephanie, so if she says so, then it must be true. So let's go back to when our story first began. Once upon a time, there was a teacher. This teacher had everything and nothing, both at the same time. He was lost and trying to find his way in the world around him. 4 years ago, this teacher arrived at Fitzgerald High School and walked in the doors afraid, uncertain, and nervous. He didn't know anyone. He was a complete stranger and unsure of what the future might hold. But he was hopeful too. He was hopeful that things might be better at Fitz. Hopeful that this might be a fresh start and a chance to begin again. Slowly but surely, this teacher made his way to his first hour class of freshman year, U.S. History, room B216. Walked in the door to the classroom full of 31 students, total strangers to him at the time. And right away, he knew that maybe he was exactly where he was meant to be. Throughout your freshman year, this teacher slowly got to know each of you, members of the class of 2020. And because of each of you, this teacher quickly felt more comfortable, more confident, and more at home than ever before. The bonds each of you made with him continued into your sophomore, your junior, and your senior years. You may have had multiple classes with him. He probably frustrated, challenged, and annoyed you at times. And I'm sure the other English teachers in the B Hall would agree with that. Looking back over the last 4 years, you made that teacher more confident, more determined, and you gave him a purpose. That teacher was once lost, and after 4 years, he has been found. And today that same teacher stands before you here, giving this speech. After 4 years on this journey with you, our story together now comes to a close. First, I want each of you to know what an honor it's been to have crossed paths with you. Each of you has become my family. While I'm on the subject of family, let me talk about that for a moment. Many of you know me by now, so you know that my getting sidetracked is nothing new. When it comes to family, never forget that they are and always will be your biggest supporters and cheerleaders in life. I would not be who I am and where I am today if it weren't for my own family. My mom, my sister, my grandma, and my dad, even though he's no longer with us today. Some of my greatest teachers in life are the reason I became a teacher myself, and I hope I've made these people proud. Whether it's my mom and dad or my own teachers, these people taught me things that I still take with me today, and that I hope I passed on to you in our time together, just as they once did for me. At Fitz, my colleagues became not just lifelong friends, but my family as well, and being away from them the past few months has affirmed just how much they mean to me. What these people did for me, they also did for you. These people took a chance on us. They accepted us, they taught us, and they believed in us. I stand here today knowing that so many others may be worthy of serving as your class speaker and having this honor, but knowing that having their support means the absolute world to me. Your Fitz family will always have your back. Wherever you go, whatever you do, and whatever happens as you leave here, always remember that all roads will always lead back to Fitz. Things may change, Things will change, but your Fitz family will always be here and will never leave you. As you enter this next chapter in life, remember those who were there from the beginning, but also open your heart to those who become part of your journey along the way. Whether it's friends, co-workers, a significant other, a total stranger, anyone can be family. Let these people into your life and be willing to learn from them. Over the past 4 years, I've had the privilege of having most of you in at least one class, whether it was in English or history. Know that as much as I've tried to teach you, whether grammar or wars, literature or presidents, learning from the past and seeing connections to today, or maybe planning a school event or finding your own green light, you, the class of 2020, have taught me so much more, and for that I'm truly humbled. Seniors, I don't know what tomorrow will bring, and you know as well as I do that the past few months weren't supposed to end this way. I don't have the words to tell you how sorry I am, but know that we're going to be okay. You are the most resilient, most determined, most inspiring individuals I have ever met, and I know that each of you will go on to do big, bold, wonderful things in life. We started together 4 years ago. We've been through the best and the worst of times together. We've made incredible memories together. We've celebrated our successes together. We've shared in each other's accomplishments together, and we made it through our darkest and most troubling days together. I have never taken a date together for granted, and today, this is where I leave you. F. Scott Fitzgerald, author of The Great Gatsby, provides my favorite quote. It's one that's hung on my wall in my classroom, has been my email signature if I've ever emailed you and maybe replied back to you. And it's one that I think about often. It's never too late or too early to be whoever you want to be. You can change or stay the same. We can make the best of it or the worst of it. I hope you make the best of it. I hope you see things that startle you. I hope you feel things you've never felt before. I hope you meet people with a different point of view. I hope you live a life you're proud of. And if you find that you're not, I hope you have the strength to start all over again. Remember these words, remember your own greatness, and never, never settle on your dreams. To the class of 2020, I offer you my heartfelt congratulations on a job well done. You made it. Go forth and write your next great story. Change the world and make tomorrow better than today. And know that we'll all be here ready and excited to see what you do and create. This world needs you now more than ever before. Go and do bold things. Dream impossible dreams. Soar to new heights. Challenge yourselves to push the status quo and see beyond the world not for what it is, but for what it ought to be. Know that you will define the future for yourselves and for so many around you. Whether you realize it or not, you are in control. You will decide your course, and you are the authors of life's next great adventure. In stories, remember that setting does matter. Never forget this setting, Fitzgerald High School, and our Fitzgerald Spartan community that is Fitz Nation. Wherever you go, in whatever you do, always remember this place, this moment, and the lessons you've learned here. Take them with you to change the world, and remember that it was always worth it. Know that I will always be your biggest fan and your greatest supporter. I will always be here for you, and I cannot wait to see the story you'll write for yourselves in the future. As for my story, I'm a better teacher and a better person because of each of you, and for that I thank you. I love you all. As is written in Harry Potter, my favorite book, I'll stay with you until the very end. Always.